Hi, I am Shweta Samota, Amazon bestselling author of 7 books, a story scientist, and a book coach. I've coached over 500 authors to write their book and get published. So today I'm going to answer the question. Okay, most authors say, or they're always doubtful of their work. Okay, have I written a page turner? So I'm going to share some tips here. How do you find out if you've written a page turner or not? Number one thing which most authors miss, you may be writing a fiction or a non-fiction, irrespective of that. Okay, these points actually apply to both the genre. So number one, first thing is to check whether you're telling a story. If you're not telling a story, yes, it applies to non-fiction as well. You can check work of Robin Sharma, Robert Kiyosaki, Tony Robbins, anyone who has written a bestseller, non-fiction bestseller, they all tell stories. So whatever concept that you're sharing, if it's not in the story format, then you're missing the point. Okay, so it's not a page turner then. Okay, and of course then if it's in the story format, you have to then nail it. So the next point that comes in is maybe you describing a lot, like at the wrong place. For example, your protagonist is about to jump from a helicopter, and there you give like a page of description what the character is seeing from there from the top. It's that required. Okay, you may be very good at writing, but then if it's not required at that point, it's like kind of boring to the reader. Now see, one thing that you can do immediately is read your work. Okay, when you start reading your work, is it enticing? Is it interesting? Then probably you've written it good and you can pat your back. But if you're reading and you want to skip few lines, or you want to get up and grab a glass of water, or you're like, okay, let me go to the next chapter, then probably you need to work on whatever you've written. Okay, like you are your own litmus. If you don't find your own stuff interesting, that means that your readers are also not going to find that interesting. Okay, that's the easiest way to find out whether you've written a page turner or not. Okay? Now, what could be the problems? One I said is maybe you're describing a lot. Maybe secondly, the reader feels that this is about to take off, and suddenly you change the perspective or change the event or change the situation. That is, you're not giving enough time to bake it, and you're just moving, you're taking the cake up. The moment the reader feels that some smell, nice sweet smell is coming, you're not letting the cake bake. Yeah, so that's another thing that you have to fix it then. Other thing that most authors miss is they describe too much or describe too little. So the reader is like kind of lost. What is going on? I don't understand this, and okay, I didn't find that interesting. Another thing that you can fix right away is too many actions. Are you having too many events happening one after the other, and the reader is like not getting time to breathe? That has to do with the pacing of your story, the momentum that you're building. It's not like going down well. Then you have to put breathers in between, and that's kind of the time you're going to read it, you'll understand, no, this is not working well, and the energy is not actually going high, and it's kind of going flat now. Okay, too much repetition, like the reader is waiting. So here what you're doing is you're doing same things again and again and again. So there's like the reader is like, okay, I know the story, this is how it's going to go. It's like too predictable. Then you have to again fix that. So these are some things that you can fix. You can make, or you can find out whether you have written a page turner or not. Now, if you want to learn the techniques, the secrets of best-selling authors, then I'm taking this 2-day event on 16th and 17th Jan, where I'm going to share, how do you actually write like a best-selling author so that you have a bestseller, your page turner in hand, and Secondly, the second day, how do you actually market your bestseller then? Okay, how do you market like a best-selling author? So if you are a keen, committed, someone who wants to do this, okay, so then all I ask is just 2 days. I say that these are the most important 2 days for your author business. Join me, and yes, here's the link to enroll to the event. The early bird offer is going to going to go very, very soon, the moment the 20 spots are filled up. So you are at the right time right now, and you subscribe to my YouTube channel here, and I'll keep sharing more stuff, more useful stuff, and keep connected. Thank you so much, and yes, Merry Christmas to you. Bye bye.